Hello? I didn't ask to be last. I'm gonna try to finish strong for you guys anyway. Basically, when I was asked by Pastor Steve to talk about prayer, about how I got my job this year. A lot of things came into my mind, but then I think the biggest things that happened were actually the confirmations. So, like last year, I'm a real estate agent, but last year I wasn't able to close any deals. So this year I was really in kind of like a dark spot. I'm kind of like a diva too. Like I wanted certain things. I didn't want like a desk job. I didn't want to do minimum wage manual labor either. And like I was basically like the shrewd manager, in Matthews. He's what was it? Two. Not strong enough to dig and too ashamed to beg. So basically, but then I also wanted to take advantage of my talents because, in Matthew 25, the parable of the talents, I don't want to be like the third talent, which is the third servant who just buried his talents and didn't do anything with it. You want to produce with what God has given you. So when I prayed to God to open doors for me, I watched for what I call God signs or confirmations. That I know that normally would never happen under my that I can produce with my will. So in April, I called up a guy who I knew was hiring last year in 2017, and then I came in for an interview. He said the position's it's been filled already, but he noticed my background in college, and I did like landscape design, landscape architecture in college. So he said, I have a project, why don't you just, I need someone to do, so why don't you take that? So in the beginning, I didn't know that was a confirmation, but I basically took on the job just because it was almost like a favor for him, because I'm a diva, because I'm like, it's not a job, it's just like a project, like it only lasts like 2 weeks. And then, after the interview, I realized it was a confirmation, because normally, I've been to a lot of interviews, and then normally I've talked to a lot of people, and normally there's no position, they just hang up on you. They don't they don't think of an opportunity doesn't present itself. They usually just say, there's no position, sorry, and that's basically it. The second confirmation happened when I was doing the project. The boss's assistant got sick, and then he had a pneumonia, and then so basically I was asked to be his assistant for 3 weeks, and then through the 3 weeks, he was able to get to know my work ethics. Luke 16, whoever is faithful in very little is faithful also in much. So, after the 3 weeks, my project was done, and then the assistant came back, but then the boss realized I can use 2 assistants. So I was actually asked to do. He created a position for me basically, and then it satisfied almost everything that I asked for. It's not a desk job. I get to interact with a lot of people, and the pay isn't what I asked for, but I figured since God answered had given me these confirmations already, He wants me there for at least this time period. Why I'm sharing this is because I wanted everyone to know that God opens doors for you no matter what your circumstances are. But you also have to have a relationship with Him to recognize these doors. And it's from God by having an intimate relationship with Him through prayer. I'm not saying that you don't need to prepare yourself for when the doors actually open. I mean, you do need to prepare yourself. King David, he was killing like bears and lions before he killed Goliath. You know, he was But then there were other. I'm pretty sure he wasn't the only kid in Israel who was doing that. You know, but then what separated him was he had the relationship. He was a man after God's heart. Yeah, I just wanted to end with this verse, John 15:7. If you remain in me, and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. This is my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples. That's my testimony.